Hello, welcome back to Expedition Homestead. I hope you are having a fantastic day. It is a beautiful spring day here in southeastern Wisconsin, about 55 degrees right now, which is a true blessing this time of year. It feels so good. So we're going to be getting out and planting some seeds very soon here in the garden. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the greatest excuse that you've ever had to be a lazy gardener when it comes to this method of raised bed gardening that has to do with keeping my plants on there all winter long without cutting them down, without cleaning them out of the beds. Trust me, this is a great thing for your soil, a great thing for your plants, and you're going to want to utilize this in your garden if you haven't already done so in the past. In this bed here, we grew turnips, beets, radishes, broccoli, all sorts of stuff throughout the whole year. But during the end of the year, after we've cut out a lot of our vegetables, we've harvested everything, there's still going to be some remaining growth yet, or some plants that we didn't get for harvest or were simply not suitable for harvest at the time. But what I did is I just left all of this plant material growing in the soil, and soon it was going to die back because of the winter temperatures and freezing and snow. So most people would remove all of this before the winter comes, but I leave this all in here for a very specific reason. By leaving all of this material here throughout the winter, it's actually slowly being degraded down, eaten up by the microorganisms in the soil, the fungi, all of that good stuff does have activity during the winter months, especially if we've got some insulating value here. There's going to be some broken down plant material, which is then going to turn into fertilizer, compost, nutrients for our vegetables. And if we turn this up, we are left with nice, soft, fertile soil, this topsoil that has been created by this top layer of plant material, as well as all of the wood chips that I put on these beds throughout the spring and summer months. I do this with all of my beds at the end of the year. I just leave the plants in there because I know they're going to be providing me with some valuable compost when the next season comes. And here we are in the next season already. I'm so excited to be outside growing. Today specifically, I have to get some of our radishes growing. Today is March 16th, so it's a perfect time for planting radishes. We're gonna get our pepper seeds going downstairs. We're a little bit late on those. The next things that really go in are gonna be our kohlrabi and carrots and broccoli, spinach, peas. All of the cold hardy crops are gonna start getting put in here. So now at this point, I do clean out some of that old composting material that I had in from the previous season. So what we'll do is just peel this stuff back. Look at that, we've even got some growing right here. We've got green plant matter, so this looks like it was probably one of our turnips. It would continue to grow. But we're gonna pull this stuff out, so now we have all this material that's pretty well broken down. We're gonna take this, throw that onto our compost pile. Here's a leftover kohlrabi. You see the chickens also love munching at these throughout the winter months. It's another way that we can utilize this leftover material as a resource in the garden. Keeping our soil healthy and living is one of the greatest things we can do for our vegetables and our gardens. So that is one thing that we're accomplishing here by being lazy gardeners. Just leave those old leftover crops on there throughout winter, let them die back, and utilize that as a resource for you in your garden. That is something that I will stand by forever. I'm all about utilizing as much as I can from the resources around me in order to create a thriving garden, a thriving ecosystem, no matter how big or how small the scale. If you enjoyed today's video, I kindly welcome you to subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and hit that bell button. Join the community so you can be notified every time we come out with some new content on the channel. I hope your springtimes are going great so far. I'm so excited. The weather is turning out to be great. Sorry, my audio actually clipped out there, but all I have left to say was we've got a ton of seeds to get started here, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.